Welcome everybody to this information session today on the Kolbe School of Innovation and Professional Studies. My name is Brenda Venegas, and I'm the recruitment counselor here at UST Mac Center. We are a microcampus of the University of St. Thomas, located in downtown Conroe. So we're here to serve the community of Montgomery County, and we do a lot of different things. And mostly we promote our university's online degrees, but we also offer healthcare certification courses. We have continuing education opportunities. We have great space for students to come in and study. And we're also an outpost for our alumni in the area. I also wanted to talk a little bit about what UST is. So the University of St. Thomas is about to celebrate its 75th anniversary, and we're located right in the heart of Houston. And a couple or few fun facts about the university is that it actually ranks #1 for best online university in the Houston area. Also, our Associate of Applied Science in Cybersecurity now ranks #3 in the US, and we'll be learning more about that one today. And UST also ranks high for best value, for diversity, and for best colleges for veterans. And I definitely invite every one of you to visit our website to learn more about UST. Today, we're here to learn about the associate degrees specifically, and they're offered through the Kolbe School of Innovation and Professional Studies at the University of St. Thomas. And the programs that we have and we're going to be learning about today are cybersecurity, networking technology, electronic technology, general business, drug and alcohol counseling, and pragmatic studies. So today I have a great group of people from UST that are going to share with us about each one of these programs. And to start off, I'm going to introduce Dr. Nicole Walters, who's the Dean of the Kolbe School of Innovation and Professional Studies. Welcome, Dr. Walters.
Thank you so much, Brenda, and I am so delighted to welcome all of you here. I am very delighted to welcome an amazing group of men and women who work for the Kolbe School. So you might be wondering, what is the Kolbe School? So our school was named after Maximilian Kolbe, who was the patron saint of innovation. And that is where our name was born from. So we are really excited that we are offering a 2-year program along with other certifications and continuing education to prepare you as students to either reskill, upskill, or have a new change in your degree. If you want to stay with us and have your 2-year degree, or if you want to go into one of our 4-year degrees, we have a wide range of degree programs and degrees that you could look into. We're delighted, this is our 3rd year, and as Brenda mentioned, we started out in 2018 with 3 programs, and that was cybersecurity, networking technology, and electronic technology. And those programs were designed to support students wanting to go back into the workforce. We wanted to look at students who were being impacted by the pandemic. And through that time, we have grown into other needs to support students and families in the greater Houston and area beyond. We're excited to welcome our drug and alcohol counseling program. We're excited to offer our general business program, and we're very excited to offer our pragmatic studies program. So this program was designed for you. Each of the chairs in a moment you'll get to hear from. We wanted this program to be very affordable. We wanted it to be convenient, and most importantly, we wanted it to be quick so that you would get a great education, a great mission-centered education with you in mind to get you out of here and then a job or a degree or plan that is going to be supporting you and your family. So again, I welcome you. We want this to be very comfortable, very informative, so feel free at any point to stop me or stop any of the chairs. And at this time, I'm so delighted to welcome Dr. Rebecca Doughton, who is going to talk about the technical programs. After Dr. Doughton talks, we're going to welcome Dr. Vanita Ramsway, and she is going to talk about our general business. Then we'll have Dr. Valda, who will talk about our drug and alcohol counseling program, and then Dr. Torres, who will discuss the pragmatic studies program. So we're excited. And so at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Rebecca Doughton. Dr. Doughton.
Thank you so much. We are so very happy for y'all to be here tonight, and we hope that the programs that we're going to talk about tonight will be inspiring to you and will motivate you to move forward with one of them. I'm the program director, and I'm also the chair of the technical programs that the dean just mentioned: cybersecurity, networking technology, and electronic technology. These 3 tracks are all completely online. You don't have to come to a classroom. They are asynchronous, which means that there is not a specific time that you have to show up during the day or during the week. You just have to do your assignments that are required and do that week, but you can do them at your leisure. And if you're somebody that works nights and you need to do this at 3 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, whenever you need to get on, we have the availability for you to work at your pace and at your schedule. These programs, all three of these tracks, are 60 hours. And we offer those in what we call at UST compressed tracks. And so within a regular semester, we have 2 compressed tracks. So those compressed tracks, you would complete 5 of those in order to complete your 60 hours. So it is a lockstep program so that you are with a cohort, which is really nice because you get to know your cohorts, the people that are in the classes with you, and you move through in a particular sequence. And so each compressed track, you'd be taking 2 classes. So that means since there's 2 compressed tracks within a semester, that means you take a total of 4 classes within that semester. We have, I'm sure if you're here tonight and you're interested in technology, you probably already know this, but cybersecurity is such a growing area for jobs and for opportunities. Networking technology and electronic technology are consistently one of those areas where people are hiring. And so we're just very excited that we have these programs because we know that it really does give people so many more options and opportunities. So that's a quick overview of the technical programs, and we'll take questions later, but I want to give the other folks time to talk about their programs as well.
Hi, I'm Vinita Ramaswamy, and I'm the chair of the General Business Program, the associate's degree. It is structured very similar to what Dr. Dowden was just talking about. It is a 5-semester program. You will do 4 courses every semester. It's a cohort-based program. It is completely online, asynchronous online. So very similar to the way the other programs are structured, except this will be in business. So you'll be learning business-related subjects like accounting, economics, marketing, management, and so on. This is, of course, a very hot field. What are the job opportunities that are available here? You can get a job as a bookkeeper because we will be giving you classes on accounting software like QuickBooks, so that will help you there. You can be a human resource relations manager, a banking relation manager, assistant store manager, maybe even a store manager. So any area of business, you would have a job in there. The Bureau of Labor Statistics actually says the average salary for associate's degree in business is about $58,000 to $60,000, and that's just the average salary. So there are a lot of opportunities out there, and all our teachers love to teach. So we are here. We intend to become very friendly with you all. We will email you and keep talking to you to make sure that you feel supported throughout the program. So hopefully we can see you all in the general business program as well.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. I am so grateful to be here and just to share some time with you all this evening. I'm the chair of the Drug and Alcohol Counseling Program. It's very similar to the programs we've just talked about before regarding the 60 hours fully online. This program has a full-time option and a part-time option. Our full-time option is a little different than the programs we've talked about, where our students are actually taking 4 courses a semester until they complete the 60 hours. This program prepares students to become drug and alcohol counselors. And so after completion of the program, our students are actually eligible for state licensure, which means you can go on and become a licensed counselor and work as a licensed drug and alcohol counselor in the state of Texas. You're not only going to walk away with an entire associate's degree, but you're also walking away with a license. Our students have a program that is designed to give them the skill and knowledge base at the first half of the program, and then a very, very practical application base in the second half of the program. So what I mean by that is once our students head into year 2, they're already starting to work with clients. So our students are out in the field, they're getting to practice their counseling skills that they've learned so far, and they're really helping people and changing lives already. And then as soon as they graduate, they become eligible for licensure. So this is a really, really awesome program, especially if something that you're interested in is really giving back and helping others. And we also have a direct pathway to the Bachelor's in Psychology program. So for our students that want to go on and complete a 4-year program, we really make that possible and we make that transition very easy. I also want to really quickly introduce Miss Jennifer, who's here, who is a student in our program. And I've invited her here to share a little bit about her experience. She's an awesome student. So if it's okay, could I give her a couple minutes to just talk a little bit about our experience in the DAC program?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Vada.
Of course, of course. Jennifer.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer. I'm currently in the drug and alcohol counseling program. So far, the program is amazing. It's all online. It is very fun. Believe it or not, even though, yes, this first section is just all about general information, I feel like I'm also getting a sense of what actually counseling is in the real world. One of the classes that I'm taking, we are able to attend AAA meetings, smart recovery meetings as the observer. So we get to see like hands-on how this works and how it goes. And so far I've learned so much. I'm so excited and I can't wait for the rest of the classes. It's just amazing. I love it. I wish I would have found this a long time ago.
Thank you, Jennifer. Well, we're so great to have you. And Jennifer is we're so glad to have you. And Jennifer is one of our many students who will, by this time next year, be out in the field working with clients. So we're just really, really grateful to have someone like her and many, many other students as well who are just so committed to the field and wanting to help and support others. So thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing your experience. And I will hand it over to, is it Dr. Torres that's speaking next?
Dr. Torres, okay. Yes. Thank you.
I'm Tara Torres. I'm the program chair for the Pragmatic Studies program at UST, and ours is specifically designed for people who learn differently than traditional learners. So we are a face-to-face program. We're not online at all. We don't have any, we don't have much of a Blackboard presence even. Our students are recruited from far, wherever they come from. They're not all fresh out of high school, but a lot of them are. And we've tailored the program specifically for people who don't learn in the same way. So some of them have ADHD, some of them have severe dyslexia, some of them have executive functioning disorders. I would say probably most of them have executive functioning disorders. We have a couple kids with Asperger's. And so their reading, writing, and math levels are all at a functional level, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, but the program is specific to their learning needs. We're using UDL for that. So the approach to learning is very different. So far, we have 12 students in our current cohort. We are recruiting pretty heavily for next fall. And in fact, we have been doing a new thing called campus visits. We call them official campus visits, where prospective students come in with their families. They spend the whole day with the current cohort. They go to classes. They take it just like the athletes do. They take they have lunch with them. The kids take them on a tour. They wander around and do whatever college kids do. I meet with the family. Other program staff meets with the family.
And we really kind of figure out, is it going to work? Is it going to be a match? And so the current kids are calling them official campus visits. And we have those coming in probably twice a week now. We had 2 in one day yesterday. So the program is face-to-face completely. We take compressed track courses, just like in the other programs that Dr. Dowden was talking about. They take 2 classes at a time, 7 weeks each. They have a learning support class that runs the entire semester for the first 2 semesters. And we have a certified learning therapist that's managing that. So far, it has been wildly successful, and the kids are thriving and moving mountains, and they're doing things that they never thought that they could do, and they're saying things that they never thought that they would be able to say, and they're having conversations that they didn't think they would have. And so their sense of self is increasing, their sense of value within themselves is increasing, and they're Celts for life through and through. So it's been a really beautiful manifestation of this thing that we created. So I don't know if you have questions about that, but that's the Pragmatic Studies program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Torres. So as you all can hear, we have 6 very different programs, but all of them designed with you in mind. So I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge 2 of our additional UST amazing coworkers and colleagues and staff members. So Mr. Mark Morales, he is our Associate Director of Undergraduate Enrollment. Thank you, Mark, for being here. And our newest Celt to the Kolbe team, Mr. Justo Garcia, who is a Celt. He is a graduate of UST and came back to us. And so we're very excited that they're joining the Kolbe School of Innovation and Professional Studies. So you might want to ask, is there financial aid available? Absolutely. We encourage all of our students who are interested to complete their FAFSA. Even if students, may have said, oh my goodness, Dr. Walters, I defaulted on a school loan. There's no way that I can afford a UST education. We will absolutely make sure that we work with you on a payment plan. If there's some other challenges where you don't qualify for FAFSA, but we certainly do not want the educational experience that we're offering to be a barrier to you. For the fall, we offer free tuition for the first 6 hours. And as Dr. Valda mentioned, we are so excited about enabling students who might want to transfer into one of our 4-year programs. And so we really want to make sure that you are very clear that we are a Catholic community college, if you will, but you're a Celt. And so if you want to transfer into one of our other 4-year programs, even if you are all the way in Conroe as a Montgomery County student, we would love to work with you on any of our online or even face-to-face classes. And so we're excited that the campus in Conroe is there available to you for your classes. And Brenda and her team are there to also answer questions. Each program has maybe a different component of what's required, but at the very minimum, we want you to have at least a high school degree or diploma or GED. And then when you walk into our Pragmatic Studies, Dr. Torres says a little bit more testing and other differentiators for admission. So that might be just a question that you might have, but we absolutely have financial aid. Again, we absolutely will work with you on your schedule, and we work to make this an affordable and flexible degree for all of our students. So at that time, Brenda, I don't know if you want to open it for questions. I'm excited again to welcome all of our amazing chairs to be here to share with you. And again, Jennifer did an amazing job as being one of our ambassadors because this program was designed for young men and women and seasoned men and women who might want to come back and get another degree or just do something different during this time. So Brenda, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, thanks. Definitely. If anybody has a question, please type it in the chat, or you can open up your mic and say it out loud. But I do want to add that, yes, for any students or current students that are here in the Montgomery County area, UST Max is a support center. So we have laptops available for y'all to come in. We have great Wi-Fi. So if y'all ever need a study place, or maybe y'all want to meet with other students, definitely come visit us in downtown Conroe. I think y'all mentioned that all of these programs are available online except Pragmatic Studies. That's correct? That's the only format for these, right? These are not in person?
That's correct. They're all online.
Mhm. And are they asynchronous as well, or do they sign in at specific times?
They're asynchronous.
Okay.
And again, each chair, if there are specific, I don't know if Dr. Ramaswamy or Dr. Dowd, Dr. Vowd, if you all want to talk about how your online experiences go, but we designed those programs in particular to be asynchronous.
So the technical degrees during the week, you have a discussion board that we require you, but we hope it's also something that you really enjoy, getting to know your classmates and having some exchanges with them. So in each week, we have a module for each week in the technical courses, technical programs. So there's discussion board every week, assignments. There's pretty much some major assignment due every week, specifically because we do work on a compressed track. So whether it's a lab, a quiz, a test, a writing assignment, there's something due every week in addition to the discussion board. So we are busy and there's stuff going on every week. But like I said, it's not a place that you have to show up at a specific time. You can work around your family schedule, your work schedule, and still get your work done, and also have some very responsive faculty members who are happy to help you, talk to you, Zoom with you, email with you, and give you the support that you need.
Accounting, is a very challenging topic. So you need that for any business degree. So for accounting, what we do is we hold lab sessions. These are purely optional. They'll be in the evening, they'll be over Zoom. So we do have those lab sessions where you can come in, ask questions, get a lecture, and then we record it so that if you cannot make it to the lab session, it's always available for you to watch later. Other than that, we have discussion boards, postings, and so on. So we are always in touch with each other, absolutely. There's a question, I think.
Yeah, so Robert, it would depend on what program you're interested in, and each chair can answer specifically which courses and also experience, because we do look at prior learning experience and we do work with students on that as well. So we welcome your experience. We really feel like that's what brings even more richness to our program. But each individual chair would be able to let you know what courses would transfer into their respective program.
And I can add a little bit to that. Coming from the admissions office, once again, my name is Mark Morales. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions. And so in the chat, I will put the link to the application to the Kolbe School. And so if you are applying, if you're on the call today, maybe you're a senior in high school and you have not gone anywhere else and you're about to graduate and you're excited, you can apply as an incoming freshman on the application with an intent with our associate's degree programs. Maybe you're a transfer student on the call today, or a seasoned guy, as our friend Robert put as well. So you'll apply as a transfer student because you've technically been to another institution and you're coming to UST, but on there, once again, you will list degree seeking as an associate's degree, and then you'll see all the options of all the programs that we've talked about this evening. But regardless, the application is completely free. All we need is your transcript for admission consideration. And so, like I said, I'll put in the chat the link to the application. It will ask you to create a UST account, and then from there, that's all you have to do, and you can submit your application for free. And if you have any admissions questions, myself or Justo are on the call and we can help assist today. So
the other question is for the FAFSA. Yes, so you would need to go on a student.gov. I believe it's studenta.gov. Mark, can you check my work on that just to make sure? And it's going to ask you just your general demographic information, and also if you've had prior college experience, because basically this, of course, gives us the knowledge if you are eligible for a Pell Grant or any other aid. So they will kind of walk you through. It doesn't take long. It's about a 12-minute, maybe less than that, application.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct, Dr. Walters. I'll also put the link in the chat for FAFSA, which stands for free application for federal student aid. So you should never have to pay for the FAFSA. You know, ideally, we would love to have you apply for admission as soon as possible, have you get admitted to UST, and of course, in that process, submit your FAFSA. Because once you're admitted to the university, then we can actually start awarding you financial aid and get you a financial aid package. And then at that point, we'll have a more detailed conversation of, hey, what does this look like out of pocket, right? What do I have to do each semester? Can I get an idea of what that looks like? And so we have an interactive financial aid worksheet that we work with our students. And so if you got, you know, the Pell Grant, as Dr. Walters mentioned, we can kind of let you know that's free money, you don't pay back. You know, is there anything out of pocket? So once again, apply for admission, apply soon. That way we can get you accepted, and then we can start processing that FAFSA with us. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat and I'll get going.
I know we have another question. So yes, each program you would talk to each program director regarding any support for additional materials. I know for our technical programs, Dr. Down can talk to, we do have aid for our electronic technology kits. We try to make it, you know, very affordable, but if there are other programs that you're interested in, we would need to work with the individual student on what exactly is needed. And so it really would be a case-by-case situation. But again, the first step is completing that FAFSA so we can see what your eligibility is, which is very, very important. I just saw another question from, is it Ibram Siquel? You put in an application for the cyber program, but the application says undergraduate. So I think you need to make a decision there. We do have two programs. So we do have an associate's in cybersecurity, and we do have a traditional 4-year degree program in cybersecurity. So you would definitely need to indicate which application you're indicating. And so Mark, is there anything else that he would need to do to differentiate the programs?
Yes, so if you go back to your portal, you want to make sure it should be under enrollment information that you've listed incoming freshman or incoming transfer, whatever it may be. And then you need to make sure that you put on degree type, associates, and that's going to make us you know, ensure that you're going for the 2-year program instead of the traditional 4-year. So it should be under your enrollment information on the admissions application. So if you've already submitted the application and need to change that, you can email the admissions office and we can process that switch for you so we can make sure we admit you into the right program.
You can see our sttom.edu website. So anytime you're on the St. Tom website, you can see that here in the bottom, there's always going to be this bar that says, I'm interested, apply now, schedule a visit. So if y'all are ready to apply, y'all can click there, apply now, and then select associates, and y'all can create that account so that y'all can go through the application. And as they mentioned, the application is free. And also at the top of our website, you can go to admissions and select associates there. So let's see, thank you for sharing your contact information that is in the chat now. And I think we don't have any other questions. Dr. Nicole Walters, did you want to add anything else?
Again, I want to thank our chairs. I want to thank Mark and Husto from admissions. And of course, Brenda, thank you so much for getting all of this together. It's always a pleasure supporting our MAC Center in Conroe. And we're looking forward to doing even more wonderful collaborations with that group of students out there. I was just talking to Ryan Concrete, who is our admissions director, and he was sharing that we have an increase in students from the Montgomery County area. So we're delighted to welcome the students to our program. Thank you.
That's awesome. No, of course. And thank you all for joining us today. I do have a couple more slides to show if y'all can stick with us until the end. It will be brief, but I also wanted to mention that UST is such a great community. So if you're in the Houston area, please visit the campus. We have a lot of stuff coming up, great events. Homecoming is in another couple of weeks. But yeah, visit our campus, check out our website to learn more. And if you're in Montgomery County, please come visit us in our micro campus. So we do a lot of activities here. I guess my flyer got removed, but you can visit our website to find out more about our upcoming events. We have a really cool one tomorrow. It's a free lunch and learn for veterans. And then more things coming up. We're going to have an alumni mixer in December. So yeah, visit us and connect with us on social media because we're on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and y'all can find us on all of them at UST Max Center. So just to finalize, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you missed any part of this presentation, we'll be sharing it on YouTube and social media in the coming days. Thank you again, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to thank Jennifer. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Brenda, thank you for having us. Good night.
Of course.
Nice.